Welcome back, VST here at Tech. iPhone 14 guys, running the Apple A15 Bionic, the Xiaomi 13 running the latest Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, and you can also see here the clocks for all the clusters in the course. And guys, here you have the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra running again the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. Slightly different clocks on the CPU and on the GPU. This here is GeekBench 6, and without any further ado guys, I'm going to start now the CPU benchmark. Let's see the end result. Then we're gonna run a GeekBench 5, and while I'm doing this, I'm gonna let you know what is the goal of this video. So GeekBench 6 has been released recently, and GeekBench claimed that they've improved the test and now made it also to not only test the CPU but also rely heavily on AI, which is artificial intelligence, and also ML, which is not a Mercedes SUV, and it's machine learning. And with doing this guys, something happened around the scene. People started of course to test all of their devices available with GeekBench 6, and it was really clear that the iOS devices, namely iPhones, really destroyed the latest Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. And we know that Apple are really no doubt, they have one of the best chips, if not really the best chip out there. And this has been not a secret since the last years. And not only the chips that are used here, the A16 Bionic chips, but also the M1 and M2s are really very powerful. But one might really start to think, is really that's the case? For example, the chip that we have here in the iPhone 14 is actually the chip that has been used in the iPhone 13. And one might start to wonder, is this chip really able to beat the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, which is really a powerhouse in almost everything? How realistic are those tests? And I'm not going to answer any of those questions, guys. I'm just going to show you the results, and I'm just going to ask you for your opinion. So if you watch the video, wait for the results, pause the video, and let me know what you think down below in the comments. And now let's speed up and check the results. And guys, the results are rather very interesting. Of course, the iPhone really blew them out. It has 2,243 on a single core versus only 1,393 on the Xiaomi 13 and 1,872 on the S23 Ultra. And the other interesting score is the multi-core score, which I would say is a bit more even out. But see here guys, the Xiaomi is closer to the iPhone, which of course is leading still, and the S23 Ultra is on the last place. Where is the controversy here, guys? I just do believe that this is not really normal, because it's not okay to have such huge differences. And I was also doing some stress tests and stability testing on both the Xiaomi 13 and the S23 Ultra, and they were really close. Even the Xiaomi 13 was a bit more stable than the S23 Ultra. So we have to leave it or take it, but I would say that the results are really rather interesting. And now guys, I'm also going to do a GeekBench 5 test just to see if we are going to spot such a big difference. Sadly, I cannot roll the iPhone there because only the current GeekBench 6 version is available, but let's just run the GeekBench 5 on the Xiaomi and also on the S23 Ultra and just check if the gap is going to be so big. Okay, let me do that one. I'm going to put the iPhone aside and we're going to focus now on these two devices. And it's interesting, in my scene, guys, the Xiaomi 13 now is doing better compared to the S20 Ultra, and it was really vice versa in GeekBench 6. So although I understand that GeekBench 6 really features some new real-life use case test scenarios, I still have my doubts just because of the big jump the Apple devices were able to do, which doesn't really look so natural. And the other experience, of course, is the hands-on experience. So I cannot really say that the iPhone 14 is so faster right there compared to any of my 8 Gen 2 devices. When I use it in hands, that doesn't really correspond to the real life. And here guys, 1,492 on the Xiaomi 13 guys and 1,496. So the results are really even out. And again here the multi-core score on the Xiaomi 13 is better, right? So guys, take it or leave it. Those are the results. Please let me know what you think in the comments down below. And with that said, VST over and bye.